Okay, y'all, so that cut off because I was taking too long. I'm just being leisurely. Why do I do this? Because it's the weekend. I want to have a leisurely time. Okay. So we did liner. We did a Drugstore by Ellen Tracy look, and I think it's perfectly fine. I like it a lot. I probably could blend it a little more, but I'm going to do that right yet. I am now going to get some inner liner, which is the IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Liner. And being gel, it glides on so easily, I don't even have to pull the flap of skin down, and I can talk to you while I'm doing it. Done. I did do my brows earlier, y'all, but I'm going to brush them up a little. I just used my Maybelline what's it called? I don't want to say the wrong name. Where is it amongst my billions of little, look at this. That was the old IT brush. Or was it my Thrive one? This is a Thrive one. This is Thrive Cosmetics, and it's in, I think this was Audrey, which is kind of a auburny color. I like it, don't like. I like more of a soft brown. And sometimes I even like a dark brown, but I think as I'm getting older, and especially if I've just done blonde highlights, then I do like to make sure that I have some little bangs come down over them and they kind of aren't too prominent. But yeah, I like them. I like them with a little bit of soft brown. I do know it was Maybelline. It's Brow something. Did I bring it with me? Look, I brought my little bunny pouch. It's got little bunnies. This is from Too Faced. Oh, I just want to have makeup remover wipes in here for when we need it. I did bring it. It is Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. They're all kind of similar, just so you know. Yep. Okay, and then, oh, y'all, this is what I was going to try today. I'll do it on my next Get Ready With Me. This is the Revlon Photo Ready. It's new. It's called Insta Filter Foundation, and this is color number 220 Natural Beige. I hope that it looks kind of yellow, but it says that it's my color, and it's a sponge top. It kind of looks like Revlon's trying to be a Maybelline, because you know that Maybelline came out with the Instant Age Rewind, and they have like a little spongy top, and this is more of a foam sponge. This is more of a brush sponge, or brushy kind of sponge. So it'll be interesting. The makeup comes out the little hole in the end, and you kind of smooth it on. So we'll see how it does. Sorry, I'm going to leave that out so I don't forget. I'm going to leave it right there where my foundations are, so I won't forget that next time. And I also wanted, when I talked on my other video about that I shave my face here, these are the two little face shavers that I use. This one is, it's basically a little shaving head like men use. So you could use a men's electric shaver. Only it's one. See how it's a little, you do it in circles, and that's why theirs, I think, rotates, and it's 3 heads. So you really could use, I mean, it's just the same thing, only it's pretty with gold, and you just push that up and see the little light so you can see real close. Never do it except on a clean face, or it'll muck up the blades and the little vents. But that's just, you know, you do it in little circles right there, then you come up and come back down, and I don't come any further than just really where you've got a lot of peach fuzz back here. And then if I want to get under my brows, they've got one that's a little more precise, and this is, by the way, Flawless Brows, and see how it's a little more pointed. Again, it's got the gold tip, and when you push this little thing up, it's on, and it has a little light, and it just makes it very easy. And you just literally go right there and right there, and then on the end to get rid of little brow hairs. And you can get a little chin hair if you see it, or right on your lips. But it's just it's the same exact thing, only it's a little more precise at the head. It's a smaller head, and I think they made that because trying to get that under your brow, because the blades are actually on the outer part of the circle. You could just as easily use a shaver that you would use on your leg. Not a single blade, of course, but like one of the dual ones that, you know, any of them, who Chic or Gillette or Venus, I use Venus, And so I literally, and sometimes when I'm in the shower, I'll just go from about here down and just kind of, or about right there, just to kind of get all the peach fuzz and go over like that. And you know, you'll feel little bristles. You have to do it every few days. But they don't come back darker. They don't come back more. You have the same hair pores, the same number from the day you're born. And a lot of them fall out. But for whatever reason, they don't fall out on your face. They fall on your head where you don't want them to fall out. Excuse me. It's very humbling to age. Just like my fingernails. They just will not stop splitting. And I just can't have fingernails anymore. It's very frustrating. Alright, so I'm going to use an eyelash curler. This one is by Tweezerman, I believe. And let's see, what mascara should we use today, y'all? I think I'm going to use the Thrive. I like this for when I am getting ready late in the day. This is the liquid lash extensions, and it is not waterproof. But I know I'm not going to be sweating. I know I'm not going to be out in the rain. I know I'm not going to be crying. Or any unforeseen crying. No sad movies, no funerals, no weddings. I would not wear that to any of those because the way that it comes off is literally with water. You can literally just pull them right off the end there like little tubes. There used to be another mascara that I think they called Tubes, and it did the same thing. Because what it does is it basically coats the lash in like a gel, and so it easily comes off. So I would not even say it's water resistant. It's not waterproof. It's like a regular old mascara that's not waterproof or water resistant. I wish they would come out with one that's at least more water resistant, because it scares me to think that, and this color, by the way, is the color Bryn, which is black. It scares me to think I could forget and wear that and be out sweating and then end up literally with lashes on my cheeks. Lash tubes. So I'm going to curl them twice and straight up right now. And then I am going to probably lift the socket a little bit, let out a little bit of the hairs, clamp back down with my elbow up and this back more towards the socket. What that does is just curl your lashes more, like a C than an L. When you first put these on, you touch the lid and they'll just naturally pop up, and you clamp down, and that puts them from this to an L position, which makes them look straight up in front of your eyes, which is great. But if you want them to have a little bit more curl than that, you've got to let a little of it out and then curl it back more, and it'll be more like a C. And so I'm going to let a little out, loosen up, and then I'm going to do it back towards the socket, which means you have to raise your hand up. So you raise your elbow. Sorry, I had a little fuzz. Okay. And then what do we always do, no matter if we're talking or whatever we're doing, always get a cloth, not a tissue, like a makeup cloth, a dark towel that you use for your makeup only. Just buy you one. Go buy a cheap washcloth that you only use for makeup. Buy 2 of them, so when one's in the wash, you still have one. And clean that completely clean. Get it off. It'll come right off if you do it right afterwards. Alright, so that's done. And now I'm going to take this, swirl it around, don't go in and out. That takes air down in there and dries it out. And I'm going to tip the ends. That is a big key. I just saw someone who had the beautiful long lashes, and then when she looked sideways, I could see the ends were blonde. Tip them. One thing, it makes them look longer, but it also gives something for the mascara to coat from the root. Wiggle it a little bit so it gets on either side of the shaft as it goes out. And it also gives it something to go out to. Tip the ones on the inner eyelid towards the nose and the outer toward the ear. And it gives it a nice pretty fan. And that's just one pass of that mascara. It's good mascara. So much so that I can even do a wiggle wiggle down. Wiggle 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 down. Wiggle wiggle down. Wiggle down down. Wiggle wiggle down. Wiggle down down. There we go. Oops. Luckily that concealer's pretty wet. Oh, I don't know about this concealer, y'all. I love It Cosmetics, and normally, actually that was one of the concealers I really loved. And I have dry skin, and it's still too moist for my skin. Get that tip into that. Real good. Okay, after you finish tipping them, this is a little dried out. This is an older mascara. I need to get a new one. Go all the way to the root, wiggle it. And I'm closing my eye, not because I need to close my eye, but because if I don't, they're so long at this point from bending them, you'll get it all back here in the crease if you don't. Yeah, because this is drying so fast it's clumping a little bit. Let's get the inner one, the outer. Yeah, this will come off real easily, by the way. And normally it has better coverage than this, y'all. This is an older one. I can tell it's really drying out because I'm having a real hard time. And usually it's almost so wet you can't use it. So it's really dried out. But I'm going to finish using it. Because of the gel, it goes on real easily, and I'm tipping the ends on the lower lashes as well. Or in fact, especially the lower lashes. That is one pass. And all I'm going to do, because it's the end of the day, instead of the beginning, I'm going to put makeup on this morning. It's a weekend. I am not going to even add a second coat, and I don't even need to. That's how good this is. It's good lashes. Good lashes. So, I have no idea where we are. I feel like I've shared so much with you makeup-wise today. Where are we? We're about at the end of video 3, which is just about right. So now I'm going to reposition my bangs like I like them. Like them to fall a little bit over my brow. And there we go. There is my look for the day. And I hope y'all like it. And I'm going to repaint my nails with Essie ballet slippers. Love y'all. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. See the lashes? I think they look good.